สวัสดีครับผมอาจารย์ตาดครับกับ OverdriveLive Music is not what I do is who I am นะครับดนตรีไม่ใช่แค่สิ่งที่เราทำแต่เป็นสิ่งที่เราเป็นนะครับกับ The Best Shot ตอนที่ 4 ตอนนี้ขอกลับมาที่มือกีตาร์ฮีโร่ยังมีคำแนะนำดีๆนะครับจากบทสัมภาษณ์ที่ผมเคยได้สัมภาษณ์กับมือกีตาร์ระดับโลกเหล่านี้นะครับแน่นอนนะครับคนหนึ่งในตอนนี้ก็เป็น Paul Gilbert นะครับแล้วก็อีก2กูรูก็คือ Steve Vai กับ Joe Satriani นะครับบางเรื่องเป็นเรื่องที่คุณอาจจะไม่เคยรู้มาก่อนนะครับโอเคนั้นไปดูกันเลยครับกับ The Best Shot ตอนที่ 4 กับกีตาร์ฮีโร่ทั้ง 3 คนครับAny advice for young guitarists in Thailand?
Yeah, well, guitarists or any musician,
Okay.
I think it's so important to stomp. Now, of course, if you have neighbors,
Okay. Neighbor.
you have to be careful not to make your neighbors angry.
Okay.
But if you can find some way, where nobody's around and you can just practice whatever, when you before you even play a note, just think, what is my tempo? What is my groove?
Okay.
And if it's, and you just decide, okay, what song, if I'm going, da, da, and you can stomp on the snare drum.
Okay.
So, listen to the song. If it's, Living After Midnight by Judas Priest, boom, bop, boom, boom, bop. That's where you're stomping on the snare. It's on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And just practice, There's something real simple just to get the coordination. And then if you've got it, you maybe do the vocal line. And then, of course, you can do the solo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I don't know what the solo is.
Okay.
But that's the thing. If you just to get that groove, and that's the thing that connects you to the music, and unless you play with other people.
Okay.
Because if you've got a good sense of time and you play with another musician and they've got a good sense of time, that's what holds you together. If nobody's got a sense of time, then even if you play with other musicians, it's going to be a disaster. So I want it to be good. So stomp on the floor, and just listen to a lot of music and try to develop your ear.
What do you think about the music school is really important for the young?
I think music school is very important for people who are interested in it.
Okay.
I think that if you're not interested in understanding the language of music, that's okay. It doesn't matter. It may not do you much good if you're not interested in it because you won't grasp it. Because we only are able to grasp things that we're actually interested in. Do you know what I mean? So for me, I was always very, very interested.
Okay.
I wanted to know every single thing about music and music theory. And for me, it helped me because it opened up certain compositional skills, and it enabled me to be able to identify with my musical ideas easier and then express them easier. But and I love the way music looks on paper. It's beautiful to me, It's like a secret code, And I always wanted to know how to write music And when you do know how to write music, it's really a beautiful, beautiful, liberating form of expression, because you can hear things in your head that you could never explain how to do it. But if you know how to write it, you can create this whole beautiful tapestry of sounds that just go on and you know. But that's because that's what I'm interested in. It doesn't make you a good musician if you know music or if you don't.
Oh yeah.
You know, the thing that makes you an effective musician is how is your vision. And how well you're able to translate your vision into the world. It's how well you're able to translate your inspiration into the world. And some people can do that without knowing music.
Oh yeah.
And some people are you have to find for me it's always been a balance.
Okay.
You know, because if on one hand you have all the technique in the world, but you have no real soulful inspiration, you just sound like a machine.
Yep.
Without any real, and that's okay if that's where you're at. If that's what you're interested in doing, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no criticism here. You know, a lot of people think, well, if it doesn't have heart and soul, it's not. Yeah, but it's relating to somebody, so it's valid. You know, and then on the other hand, you can have all the passion in the world and all the feeling and all the emotion, but you don't have any technique to express it. You know, so you're just as you'd be inexplicable, you know. So it's when you can find the right balance that you're comfortable with. You know, some people with a little bit of technique, they can really be expressive. You know, and everybody falls somewhere in between that, and it's all okay. You know, that's the important thing for people to know, you know, as far as my perspective. It's wherever you're at is okay, because if you're enjoying it,
if you enjoy it,
if you're enjoying it, that's great, you know. And the amount of passion you have for whatever it is you do is going to be reflected in the audience that you attract.
Okay, and can I say this? Can I say music school is a shortcut for the interesting people?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think there's no shortcut. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Everybody has to go at their own pace. Now, if you discover music and you love, you're very passionate about it, then you'll be able to write music. But the music, the notes, and the theory and the academics is not the music. You know, it's like okay, you have a piece of paper right there, and it has words and sentences written on it. Right? Each letter is like a note.
Okay.
You know, and each group of notes is like each group of letters makes up a word.
Okay.
Right. So you're describing things with words, and you understand that this is a verb. This is a pronoun. You know, this is the construction of literature.
Yep.
These words go in a particular, but it's not the heart and soul of the poetry. You know, it's just the tools.
Okay, it's true.
And the musical notes and all the music theory in the world, they're just the tools. They're not the music. There's no shortcut to it. Can okay in some respects, yes, it can be a shortcut for people who are really good at expressing themselves with notes.
Okay.
But then again, you pick up a guitar, and if you have a lot of passion and you just start playing, there's your shortcut too, you know.
Okay. is your biggest mistake that you ever done on the stage?
Biggest mistake?
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, really?
There was once two tours ago.
Okay.
We used to do a very dramatic song, and then we would go into a very quiet song.
Okay.
And I would finish, and I'd be back by my amps.
Okay.
And I had to find high C.
Okay.
Just for the start of the song.
Uh-huh.
And because that's where I started it. But I would have to wait until the lights came on.
Okay.
Because the end of the song would come and it'd be total darkness.
Okay.
And then I wouldn't be able to find C, right? So I was sitting there waiting, but the band was counting the song in, right?
Okay.
So I was thinking like, oh, I can't see a thing, but I think I know where I am, right? So I just went, that's it. And I hit it, and it was the wrong note.
Oh.
Yeah. I was playing C sharp.
Oh, wow.
And so, but after that gig, my lighting director, he was like, I'm so sorry, you know, never do that again, you know. So,
yeah, that's your team.
so, but you know, mistakes happen all the time. It's everybody, hopefully in the band, always feels that they can try something new that just popped into their mind.
Okay.
And because that keeps us all happy on stage, and so the mistakes are okay once in a while. And no one really cares about those. It's how you carry on that's important.
Oh, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So
You're not worried about that.
no. What I want is excitement. You know.
Okay.